Starting. Oh, you are live. The internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. So, guys, how's it all going? I don't really know what I'm doing at the moment because I'm trying out some new kit. Wow, it just told me I'm live, look. Yeah, I'm just trying out some new kit because I want to start doing more of these live streams. So I'm trying out some kind of new setup. But let me know. It's really weird because I think you can see like the focus thing on my screen, and also for some reason it's really cropped. Like my whole face is taking up the image, which is vile. But on the camera it's not. I don't quite understand why it's so zoomed in. Let's see if we can zoom out. Yeah, see, I'm only seeing like a certain percentage of the image. Just tell me in the chat, guys. Can you only see 4 of my screens, or can you see all 6? And also, can you tell me what the audio like levels are like, and also the audio quality? So, let me just tell you what I'm doing, because what I've got is I've got my Canon C300 Mark II connected up via an HDMI cable to a, I forgot the brand now. It sounds like gelato though. What is it? Oh, Elgato. To an Elgato Camlink, which converts HDMI into USB, and then presents that to the laptop as like a USB kind of webcam type thing. The audio is low. How can I improve the audio? Hang on a sec. Let's see if this works. How's that? Is that any better on the audio side? I just ramped up the volume. That should be a bit better. See what happens. Sorry guys, this is just like a really chilled trying to get this thing set up properly live stream. Is that audio any louder now? Should be okay. No one seems to be talking in the chat. Has it broken? Oh. Oh, it's got echo. Yeah, using a proper camera to do this live stream. So you guys have got echo, have you? I'm not quite sure. If I just look at the camera and talk normally, tell me what you think of the audio like right now, because this would be like the normal situation. There should be 0 echo though. It should be like crystal clear, like perfect. Echo. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet I know what it is. Right, sorry guys. Stay there a second. I'm going to just try something. Also, when I change this, can you guys see all of the settings on the screen? I don't think you can, because for some reason it's like cropping the screen down. I'm not quite sure why, but let me just try. Fuck with the audio. You guys are probably going to see all of this coming up. Monitor volumes, HDMI out channels, channel 1 and channel 2. That's what it should be though. Channel 1 and channel 2. Let's turn that one down to 0. Turn that one up a bit. See, is that any better now? Just let me know if the audio is any better now. That's really peculiar. I'm not quite sure how to resolve that. Okay, so if I'm sitting here now just talking normally to the microphone, it sounds okay, does it? It should literally sound like perfect though, you know, like when I record a video on this camcorder, it should sound the same as that. There's no reason why it shouldn't do. Yeah, because I've got an HDMI out and it's not a clean feed because I've got the display turned on, it's showing you like the focus points and stuff. I'm actually using a shotgun mic that's directly on the top of my camera. I'm touching it now, it's right here. In fact, if I just touch it a couple of times, can you tell me whether you heard that and just to make sure it is going through that microphone? I also don't quite understand why it's so cropped either. Didn't hear it, so maybe the settings are wrong then. Let me just try this quickly. Sorry about this, guys. Let's just check it on here. So, monitor channels, maybe if I change that to channel 1. Has that made any difference to the audio, guys? HDMI out channels 1 and 2. Just tell me if that's any different. Right, I'm going to just tap the mic one more time. Just tell me if you hear that. Because if you're not hearing it, then it must be that you're not, it's not going through the right microphone. And is the quality of the audio any different to when we started? That's really weird then, because it must. I think the reason that the audio sounds terrible is because it's using the inbuilt microphone on the camera. So somehow I've just got to work out the setting to use the shotgun microphone on the top instead. But I've told it to use channel 1 and channel 2, so that should be correct. That's very strange. How else can I do this? Let's turn that display off as well, like that. What have we got here? Tap other mics around you. Oh, okay. Let me just see if I'm using the microphone on my laptop. Okay, I'm going to double tap the laptop. Tell me if you heard that. Sorry about this, guys. Using you for my personal testers. But I've got... okay, so it's using the microphone that's built into the laptop. That's peculiar, though, because I've told it to use the Camlink audio. But it's obviously not. It's obviously using the audio from the laptop. But then, let's just try this, see if this works. Maybe that has made a difference. So I'm going to try now. This is talking directly to the laptop, and I'm guessing that the audio is still horrible. And then if I touch the microphone on the camera, I'm guessing you're not hearing anything at all from the microphone on the camera. Oh, right, okay. And then let's just change one more setting. I'm going to change the audio now to built-in microphone audio. Is that any different or worse or better? It's worse. Oh, same. Yeah, so basically it's using the inbuilt microphone on the laptop instead of using the microphone on the camera. Because the way that this is working is I've got... There's no real way for me to show you. Oh, actually there is. So if you look at this, I don't know if you can see, but I've got my laptop here, and then I've got this Camlink here. So this converts HDMI into USB, and then that goes into the camera. It's probably not going to focus because my face is in the background. And then it goes into the USB-C on the laptop. So I've told it to use the audio from the HDMI in from the Camlink, but I think it's not doing it. It's only choosing the audio from the laptop for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. So I will either need to somehow plug in a decent microphone into the laptop, which is feasible, or work out how I can get the audio going over that HDMI. I wonder if there's any other settings. See, change audio. Oh, it's because it's using both. Let's turn the Camlink audio off. Now it's just using the built-in microphone from the camera. The video quality should be like sublime because this is going directly through my camera. So we've got proper kind of field of view and stuff. But what I don't understand is that it's getting cropped massively because the stream that I'm seeing is way more zoomed out than the one you guys are seeing. So I'm not quite sure why it is that it's so cropped. I don't know how you actually can change it. Change template, full screen view. Well, I don't know what that is. Why is it throwing an A up on the screen? How do I get rid of that A? Oh, you guys can't see it because I haven't made it go live. I do not know what that is doing there. Sorry, guys. Your face detection UI. Yeah, because I can turn off that face detection thing. Hang on, let me just turn this around so I can see it again. I can turn off the autofocus thing. That's not a problem. I can work out how to do that. But the actual camera quality should be kind of immaculate because you should get amazing depth of field now. Because I've obviously got the proper camera running. So it should be really crisp. Let me see if there's any way I can change this at all. So I've got this here, add source, Camlink video, Camlink audio, send that over. See if that makes any difference at all. Yeah. Oh look, now all of a sudden we're zoomed out again. I don't know quite how I did that. So I think you guys are seeing the full screen now. Which we can prove actually, because if I turn the display on, you guys should be able to see all of the writing and stuff around the outside of the camera. There you go, see? See, the audio levels on channel 1 on my camera are perfect. Sound is shit, ad. So, now, if I double tap this microphone, is that coming out of there, or are you still hearing that? Oh, so now it sounds... So hang on, right, I'm going to go closer to the mic and tell me if it's better. Testing, 1, 2, 3. But if it's coming through there, the audio should be perfect. And is the audio quality significantly better now? Okay, I can turn up the gain though, hang on a second. How's that now? Is that louder? That looks like it's massively distorting. How's that now? Is that any better? It's not peaking now. It should be okay in terms of audio, but I'm not quite sure how loud it is on your end. Yeah, I know about the left channel thing. I'll have to try and fix that in a minute. The levels on this are on maximum. Okay, so now I'm sitting like this distance. I can still touch the microphone here. Tap, tap, tap. But sitting at this distance, you're saying that the audio levels are okay. It's just we've got this right-left issue, yeah? I'm just going to turn it down just a tiny bit. Right, how's that? That should be pretty much perfect now. And is that on both channels as well? It's obviously not going to be as good when I'm looking in this direction, but now I'm talking, you should hopefully be able to hear it on both channels and at a decent volume. Oh, still just the right, okay. So there must be some way then to change it. I wonder how you do it. Change audio. There must be a way to do it, I just don't know how. Yeah, it might just be on the camera because the camera is only, it's one input per XLR and I've only got this. So normally when I encode it, I then just put it in Final Cut Pro and I tell it to just turn it into stereo. So it puts it the same on both sides, but I don't think there's a way to do that out of camera. I don't think that's possible. It should be. I can only think the reason it's not sharp is because the encoding from YouTube is a shocker. Yeah, C300 Mark II. It must just be really bad encoding. I mean, I know it would be blurry, but now I'm looking at it, like on my screen, my face is 100% in focus, like ridiculously sharp. And obviously all of the text around the screen should be pretty sharp as well, you would have thought. But you guys are saying it's not very good. Okay, let's see if there's some way to improve it. Output, start or stop broadcasting, output settings. I wonder if it will let me change it live. Let's see. So I'm going to change it to, oh, it's just crashed. I'm going to change it to 1080p, 30 frames a second. Stop all outputs. Oh, so basically, guys, I've got to stop the live stream and then start it again. So apologies for doing that. I'm going to try that now, see if we can get better quality. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this, guys, is because I'm going to start doing more live streams. Thanks, Monotron. I will give that a go. You can set both channel 1 and channel 2 to the same input. I'm using Wirecast, by the way. Anyway, let me stop this live stream and start it again with a higher encoding. So it might kick you out, but I'll be back any second now. So just reconnect. Right, we should be back in business. Just tell me if that's any sharper now than it was before. I am completely in focus now. Literally really in focus, so it should be perfect. Should be crisp. Is the text around the outside of the screen sharper? So the only thing we've got left now is the on the camera, go to audio setup, audio input. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Audio input, channel 2 input. I don't know what that means. Audio output, monitor channels 1/1. See, HDMI out, I've got it on channel 1 and 2. I think that's right. There's not really much more I can do. Oh, is that it? Has that worked? We've now got dual channel audio. Ear porn. Oh, I fucking love you guys. So that should be it now. Let's just turn this around. How's that? It's right, we've got 18 minutes left on the camera. Okay, so now you're getting dual audio out, are you? And it's good quality as well. Okay, fantastic then. I'm not quite sure how that's working. I'm not quite sure what I did there, by the way. I'm not quite sure how that's going to affect my recording rather than doing live streams either. Get rid of all the shit on the screen. So now it should be pretty much perfect, apart from obviously the focus box, which will go. Let's put this in front of me. So yeah, that focus box should disappear at some point. And what I've got to do with the focus box is somehow work out how to turn that off, and then we should be good to go. Thanks, Monotron. Very, very useful information. There we go. Yeah, can you see there the old Bitcoin ticker? What's it up to? Like 11,700 or something insane. See, the cool thing about this, guys, as well, because I'm going to start showing you some stuff on here. What I can do on here as well, if I go here and I go screen capture, I've got to install a driver. I hope this don't kick me out. Sorry, I'm just installing this driver. Go to security. Allow. Just hoping that this doesn't destroy. Oh shit, my Mac battery's running out now. What's going on here? Screen capture. There we go. Right. Okay, what about now? Can you guys hear me back again? I'm assuming you must be able to hear me now. Okay, so for some reason, basically, when I add, let's try it again now that the driver's been properly installed. Just let me just add this back again. So I'm going to just go screen capture, select existing, blah 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 blah. Okay. Now I'm going to tell it to use the audio from this. Right, I'm going to switch over again, guys, to the what do you call it? To the laptop screen. Tell me if the sound goes. So hopefully you can still hear me now. But I'm guessing you can't. Oh, good. The sound is still there. Okay, so now you're kind of seeing what I'm seeing here. This is the app that I'm using. So this little app here, this is going to be some mental inception right now. This is the app that I'm using to do this kind of live stream stuff. So I can now kind of really easily flick between my, like, this screen and my camera. So if I now go to back to the camera and then send the camera live, I should be back on the normal camera again, and then I should be able to go back to my desktop, make my desktop go live again, and then you guys can see me again. Is that all? Did that all work properly or not? I'm gonna have to grab a charger. Apologies, 1 second. How's that, guys? In fact, if I put my laptop up here, maybe I can kind of see what's going on. How's that going? Echo? There shouldn't be any echo. Somehow we need to speed this up as well. Stream options. Stream latency. Ultra low latency. Oh, it won't let me do it. The video was glitchy. No echo unless you say the same thing twice. Okay, so let's just turn this round just ever so slightly so you don't necessarily have to look at my toilet. What's that? Oh, you need to stop it to change that setting. Right, okay guys, let's just try this one more time, okay? So, you've got me on the camera. What's the quality like at the moment? Let's just do a run through of everything. Hopefully you got perfect audio, should literally be perfect. You should have really good quality video because I'm doing it directly out of a fairly expensive camera that's got great quality and epic depth of field as well. And then, oh yeah, you're still seeing my screen. So now what I've got to do is I'm going to flick back to the camera and start that whole conversation again. So right, I've now flicked back to the camera. We've got to wait for it to catch up. Okay, there we go. Right, so the audio should be good, the quality should be good. The only thing that will happen is every so often we'll get that weird like focus box come up. Which I need to work out how to turn that off. The audio is good, but the video looks like 480p. Okay, so that should be pretty good though. Better, there should be much better quality than a smartphone, put it that way. Okay, awesome. So now, I should be able to flip to my desktop. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Flip to my desktop. And now I should be able to see the same thing again. Let's just get rid of my image because that will slow things down. Sam Lloyd, nice one, my friend. Hopefully it's going to work out for you. Right, let's just wait for this to focus. There you go. So it's focused on my face now. Oh no, sorry, you're not seeing that, are you? You're seeing my screen. So you can see my screen now. What's the quality of the text like and stuff? Is it any good or is it terrible? Sorry, I keep going silent waiting for you guys to catch up in the chat. Okay, so you can see my desktop and it's like fairly decent quality. And it's the whole desktop, is it? You've got like the dock in there and all the icons down the side of the page and all that kind of stuff. I think that the key is hidden anyway, so you can't see it. Yeah, it's hidden. I'm not really sure how I could improve on that because this is the highest quality that you can go up to in terms of streaming. And then now I'm going to cut back to my main camera. And how seamless is the transition, guys? It should have gone back to my face now on the normal camera. A lot of stuttering. I don't really know how you can fix that, to be honest. You can do. I think you can change this. Maybe if I change this to smooth, cut. It says cut, smooth, 3D plane, push, swap, smooth. Let's try this again then one more time. Right, so I'm going to cut back to the desktop. So that's now the desktop showing. And now I'm going to cut back to my face again. And hopefully that might be, the transition might be a little bit smoother. Choppy. Okay. God damn, look at the amount of notifications I've just got in like the last couple of seconds. Look, Jesus Christ. What we got going on here? Okay. Right, anyway, that's about as good. What's that? Smoother than my arse. Right. Let's just check the price of Bitcoin. Oh my days, look. Bearing in mind that's gone up over 1,000 in like a day. 11,708. I know a lot of people slagged me off for the USI thing, but fuck me, am I creaming in the dollars from that. thank you very much as well, guys. A lot of people have said, nice to see you back, how are you, all those kind of things. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. And the reason I'm doing this is because for me to just quickly jump on, sit down and do a live stream is going to be the best way for me to be more kind of regular in what I'm doing. So I'm hoping to do a few more of these. And the problem is with doing it on the phone is I always feel like the quality is not that great. Obviously the video is not too bad on a phone, but I always feel like the audio is a shocker. So yeah, I'm hoping that doing it on here will give you guys a better experience from watching. A mate at work bought 100 bitcoins when they were $100 each. Yeah, I had loads when they were less than that. So yeah, Bitcoin is who knows though. I mean, Bitcoin could go to 0 tomorrow. That's the problem. You just don't know. Molly said she's keen to do the AJ show when she's back. Yeah, she's not back till June. Lazy mofo. To be honest with you, I've already earned fairly significant. Oh, sorry. Someone just asked a question. Are you not worried about Bitcoin being in a bubble that could burst at any time? Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm not worried about it because I've earned I've earned a decent amount of money from Bitcoin already. So if everything was to go tits up tomorrow, I haven't lost anything. I've only lost what I thought Bitcoin was worth, if that makes sense. I've not actually lost any investment money because I've had my money back like so many times over. So yeah, so I'm not really worried about it as such. But yeah, it could happen. I mean, Bitcoin could go back down to $20 tomorrow. Like, you just don't know, do you? I mean, it's crazy. Like, you just do not know. But you know, the facts are, touch wood, that every time that sort of thing has happened, it's just bounced back in an insane way. And you know, in the last few months, it's gone from a couple of $1,000s to nearly 12,000. I mean, it's gone up 1,000 in the last 24, 36 hours. That is absolute insanity. And it's like I say, I'm not scared, but I am definitely willing to at least attempt to kind of ride this little wave and see what's going. And I feel like the best way to do that is doing those USI packs that I've been telling you guys about, that I did a video on a few weeks ago or days ago, whatever it was, because it's just a great way into it without having. Because the thing is, if you want to make money out of Bitcoin, you've really got to put quite a lot into it now, because, you know, let's say you want to make some decent money, it's already $12,000 give or take. So let's say realistically it's going to go up to, I don't know, let's say 13, 14,000 by the end of the year maybe, and maybe stay at that, who knows. You're only, even if you bought one for $12,000, you're only going to make a couple of $1,000s. Whereas if you spent a few $100s or a couple of $1,000s on the USI packs, you've got much more opportunity to make a lot more than that over a similar period of time. But yeah, there is the same concern with the USI stuff, that it could disappear tomorrow, it could be a complete scam, who knows. But whole Bitcoin exchanges have disappeared, you know, MT Gox, and another one as well, that Intersango. I had Bitcoins in both of those and they completely disappeared and I lost a lot. So, you know, I'm kind of used to that sort of stuff with this. And I feel like the USI stuff is just a way to kind of not put much in, test the water for a period of time, and maybe make some returns over the next year or so before something goes to shit. Who knows? We'll have to see. Let's check the battery status because I've got the display turned off. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We'll give it a couple more minutes and then I'll... Oh, did it just come up on the screen? And then I'll disappear. So, but I've actually had a few messages over the last few days about people that have been making decent money back from the USI thing. So I'm really pleased about that already. And like I say, I've already got my seed money back out. So no matter what happens, I don't lose. Let's just show you the message, just to show you that I'm not bullshitting. Look. So I put a post up about... oh, it's gonna be over. What do you call it? Oversaturated. Sorry, no, overexposed. So I put a post up about it, and then if you read the bottom one here, if it will focus, there you go. I'm loving this, Adam. I withdrew this week £657 this week. So, you know, there's some people out there making some money out of this shizzle. Since I've told them about it, which I'm pretty chuffed about, to be honest. So yeah, that's it, guys. I better call it a day because time is ticking on, and I'm going to now go and watch Kingsman, the Magic Circle thing. George watched it last night with our nanny whilst we went out, and I really want to watch it, so I think I'm going to kick back and watch that. I also haven't watched the first 2 episodes of Vikings yet either. It's the finale of Curb Your Enthusiasm tomorrow, which I'm distraught about because I absolutely love that show so much. It's the funniest thing on TV. What's that? Paul Welford, I withdrew £500 last week. Yeah, I mean, this is what I mean, man. People are kicking ass on that USI thing. If you've not got into it, I suggest you go watch that video and have a look, because although fuck X Factor, man, I can't watch that. Yeah, training was going well. In fact, I've got a fight on the 24th of March or 23rd of March, which you're all welcome to come to. But I did a right hook the other day and it hit with my thumb, and I've fractured my thumb here, so I've not been able to train for a couple of weeks. Yes, definitely going to watch Nightfall. Yeah, that looks sick as well. I've watched so many great shows recently. I watched Godless on Netflix, which was awesome. Just so many. But yeah, that's it, guys. I am done. I've literally got to jump out of here before all of this stuff runs out of battery. But hopefully this is a better experience for you guys to do the live streams. Now all I need to do is work out like a setup where I can read the comments and be a bit more interactive without keep looking away from the camera and not having eye contact and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and work out a way to set up a really decent live rig so I can do more interaction with you guys. I have got some videos that are going up on the main channel as well, so really looking forward to that. But anyway, thank you so much for your help, guys. I really appreciate it. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll. The Overeem KO was savage. And how good was that Justin Gaethje Alvarez fight? Alvarez is a fucking animal. Right, peace out, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a epic Sunday night wherever you are in the world. Peace.